Because my phone will be the one that rings. Could you put them on silent for me? Whenever y'all ready. Chris?
Y'all hear good? I apologize for starting a few minutes late. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for attending today's news conference. So this is regarding the update of the Angela Fuller homicide investigation. Before we provide you with this update and additional information, I want to acknowledge the Fuller's family. I appreciate everything that you all have done to be patient with us and allow us to do our work. And I know how emotionally tied to this you've been and how difficult it's been. It's not lost on any of us. I know it's been very impactful with our investigators, and as I told you 3 weeks ago, every victim matters, and that was certainly the case here. The families, as many of you all probably seen, have been very vocal on social media, and I know they've gained strength throughout this process with just the outpouring of support. They will not be formally speaking up here today, but they're, again, I don't think that, I don't want you to take that as they in no way are in support of everything that's gone on or appreciative. They are emotionally drained, and I know they're planning a funeral, and they may be available afterwards, but we did not want to put them in the, up here and take any questions. Let's begin with the latest information. Early this afternoon, the police department charged 55-year-old suspect Anthony Reese. You also have been emailed a copy of his picture with the following: murder, unauthorized removal of a dead body, possession of a weapon during a violent crime, possession of a stolen pistol. He remains in the Alvinez Glen Detention Center as we speak, and I'm going to recap this case and kind of tie everything together. But on the evening of August 31st, 2025, a relative reported Ms. Fuller missing to the Columbia Police Department after they had not heard from her since August 29th. The case was immediately assigned to the Special Victims Unit and then subsequently assigned to the Violent Crimes Against Persons Unit. Later that night, investigators were alerted to Ms. Fuller's vehicle being seen in a parking lot near Beltline and Covenant Road. It was around the same time Ms. Fuller was last seen with her boyfriend, Anthony Reese. As a result, Reese's vehicle information was broadcast citywide to our officers. A short time later, CPD officers found the suspect's vehicle in the Broad River Road area, and upon initiating a traffic stop, Ms. Reese fled and a pursuit ensued. The pursuit ended with a crash in the town of Lexington. We thank the Lexington County Sheriff's Department, the Lexington Police Department, the Richland County Sheriff's Department, and the South Carolina Highway Patrol for their assistance in this pursuit. It was a long pursuit. Very important note, a firearm was recovered from Reese's vehicle at the conclusion of that pursuit. That weapon has been identified as our murder weapon. Immediately following the chase, the suspect that Reese was charged with failure to stop for blue light and siren, use of a license plate on a vehicle other than the one issued, unlawful carry of the pistol, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. That is also in violation of Title 18 U.S.C. 922G, which carries a federal penalty. Due to the last charge is why he has remained in jail, and we had a little bit of time on our side to continue to work this case and kind of slow things down, and we explained that to the family. Yesterday, Mr. Reese was charged with a federal firearms charge, and that was based on his criminal history, and I'll talk a little bit about his criminal history. Mr. Reese has several convictions, most notably for assault, burglary, second degree, criminal domestic violence of a high and aggravated nature, resisting arrest, and unlawful carrying of a pistol. During the course of the investigation, teams of investigators and officers and support staff launched an extensive search for Mr. Fuller. They checked on over 100 locations, and this was led by Deputy Chief Kelly. And again, it was a team effort from across every unit in the department. They looked at vacant lots and buildings, and it was based on information that they had been gathering through their investigation, through information the family learned, and it was just a collaboration of that. We leaned heavily on our technology, our GIS mapping to really try to pinpoint geographic areas to search. On September 11th, officers continued that search from the previous days, and Ms. Fuller was located in a wooded area along Shakespeare Road in northeast Richland County. That discovery was made based on new information that was developed and evidence that was reviewed. This tragic discovery marked the end of an intense and deeply emotional search. Simultaneously, DNA and other forensic evidence that investigators had found and collected was being analyzed at the SLED lab. And we also asked SLED to expedite those analysis, and they did accordingly, like they do every single time, and it also allowed us to more quickly pursue justice. In particular, the blood found in Ms. Fuller's vehicle was tested, and it was confirmed to be her blood and her DNA. According to the Richland County Coroner's Office, Ms. Fuller was fatally shot in the upper body. Investigators reviewed more than 500 hours of surveillance video during this investigation. And that video showed Reese and Ms. Fuller traveling together around the city of Columbia in the victim's vehicle. Based on that and additional evidence that we believe that was recovered, we believe Ms. Fuller was killed between the time she was last seen August 29th and reported missing on August 31st. Again, I can't say enough about the work that our investigators did, and they're all here, and I thank you all for that work. It just matters, and I'm always very proud of the work, but I can also testify every single time that it's personal, and it was important for us to seek justice for Ms. Fuller, and they just did an incredible job. I appreciate our victim advocate being with the family through this journey. Again, it's an unfortunate outcome, we know that, but at least we have some closure, and now we're going to make sure that justice is served. I want to thank again the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, the Richland County Sheriff's Department, the Richland County Coroner's Office, Lexington County Sheriff's Office, Lexington PD, and the South Carolina Highway Patrol for their assistance. I'll be glad to answer a few questions if possible. Yes.
Did he act alone? Did the suspect act alone?
We believe he acted alone, yes.
Do we know when Reese's bond hearing will be?
I'm
Do
sorry.
we know when Reese's bond hearing will be? When is bond hearing?
It will be soon.
Can you clarify it on the day again that Reese was found where exactly in the Lexington County area?
Clarify where the victim was found? Suspect.
After the checks.
The exact location was 321, and it was in the city limits of Lexington. You know, again, the chase traversed in the city of Columbia into the Richland County, into some neighborhoods off of Broad River Road, went across the dam and into Lexington County, and then into the major intersection off of 321 in the city of Lexington.
And what day was that? What day was that?
August 31st.
And just to clarify, what date was she seen, was Ms. Fuller seen in riding around with Reese?
Well, not to be specific, what I can say through video surveillance review is between the 29th and the 31st, she was seen in company of the suspect.
Has the suspect been cooperative at all on the investigation?
No.
Chief, what again prompted that chase on August 31st? I thought I heard you say that it was a faulty license plate. Is that right?
The chase ensued because we had boloed the vehicle, be on the lookout for the vehicle. The officer located the vehicle. When he went to initiate the traffic stop, the car took off.
sorry, I might have missed it, was, how did you guys locate the body? Was it a tip?
I described it best through video surveillance, narrowing the time down and the location, and leveraging some technology that we had. But again, it was not specific to, we didn't have a tip specific to a location. We had some video evidence and some work that we had done with trying to plot just all the different spots in the city that the vehicle had been. So it put us in a general area, and then it was our officers getting out of their cars and searching wooded areas, and that's exactly what they did, and they found her.
Is there, have you guys determined a motive?
A motive? We don't know what the motive is, other than he clearly is a criminal. He has a history of domestic violence, and I'm certain that criminal history and that behavior played some part into this.
Can you clarify what Reese's and Ms. Fuller's relationship was? Is this a boyfriend, an acquaintance? We've heard many different things.
I think it's fair to say that they were boyfriend and girlfriend and had a relationship. Okay, thank you all very much.